Good morning pre-prep and welcome to February. I hope you all had a wonderful last weekend in January and maybe did some of the bird watching as part of the RSPB Great Big Garden Birdwatch. If you did, let me know what you've seen because I'd love to find out. Well, as normal, let's start with our certificates, and I've got quite a few to give out, so I know everyone is working hard. I'm going to start with merit certificates and year 1. So well done to Benjamin, to Imogen, to Fergal and to Bobby. Moving on to reception, I have one for Rufus, one for Luther, one for Saffron and one for Albert. And in year 2 we have one for Jessica, one for Sophia, one for Pip, one for Ruby, and last of all, one for Evan. So well done all of you. I shall pop those in the post along with a merit sticker that you can pop on your jumpers. And I also have a few star certificates here. I have 3 bronze awards for Tristan, Pixie and Imogen. Well done. I will get these in the post to you along with your bronze star badge, and a gold award for Georgie. So well done all of you for getting those rocket points. It must mean you're impressing your teachers. Super job. Now last week and all the weeks before we've been thinking about these brains. How to stretch them, how to make them stay strong and healthy, and how to make those things that are difficult suddenly seem easy peasy lemon squeezy. We also thought last week about sometimes our brains can get really cross and we need to give it a mind hug. And we thought about those belly breathes, didn't we? And how that can help calm you down. And as you calm down, you give your mind a hug. I wonder if any of you have had to give your mind a hug since last week. Well, we're going to carry on thinking about our brains and how we can stretch them this week. And we're going to think about why practicing things is really, really important. But you know, sometimes it can feel that no matter how hard you practice something, those difficult things just don't get any easier. They stay difficult. And we're going to think today about what you might do if that ever happens to you. I can tell you when I was about your age, I didn't think I was very good at art. My drawings, I used to look at them and feel really disappointed in them. I just couldn't make things on paper appear the way I wanted them to in my head. And I used to get very cross and grumpy. And I have to admit, children, I was sometimes a bit of a work hard foxy. It would get to the art lesson and I'd think, I know I'm no good at this, so I'm just not going to work as hard as I know I could because I know I'll end up feeling really disappointed with what I do. So as well as being a work hard foxy, I think I was also listening too much to the what if monster. And I wonder if I knew then what I knew now, which is that maybe I was just practicing in the wrong way. Maybe I should have listened, a golden rule, a little bit more carefully to the people who were trying to help me. But I didn't want to listen because I was too grumpy. I should have been giving my mind a hug, shouldn't I? Well, we're going to read a story today about a little boy who loves drawing, and then something happens to make him not love it so much. The story is called Ish, and it's by a great author called Peter H. Reynolds. I think I know what this little boy feels like when I was trying to do those drawings when I was a little girl. Maybe you might feel that way too. Raymond loved to draw. He's got a big smile on his face, pencil in his hand, paint pot here, and all of his drawings scattered around him. He liked to draw any time, even when he's in bed, anything and anywhere. Sitting on the toilet drawing, that's a funny place to do your artwork. One day Raymond was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother Leon leaned over his shoulder. Now we can see Leon is a big brother, isn't he? Leon burst out laughing. What is that? He asked. Raymond could not even answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. I think he's let his little brain overpower his big brain now. Leon's laughter haunted Raymond. He kept trying to make his drawings look right, but they never did. Can you see all these scrunched up pieces of paper? Why, he's got cross that the drawing isn't what he thinks it should look like, and he's chucked it on the floor. That reminds me of me as a little girl. After many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Raymond put his pencil down. I'm done, he said. Oh, that makes me feel quite sad. Marisol, his sister, was watching him. Oh, what do you want? He snapped. I was watching you draw, she said. Raymond sneered. I'm not drawing. Go away. Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a piece of crumpled paper. Hey, come back here with that! Raymond raced after Marisol, up the hall and into her room. He was about to yell, but he fell silent when he saw his sister's walls. He stared at the crumpled gallery. Do you think you know where all of these crumpled pictures have come from? That's right. They're Raymond's drawings that he had crumpled up and thrown away. Marisol has been picking them up and turning them into a gallery. This is one of my favourites, Marisol said, pointing. That was supposed to be a vase of flowers, Raymond said, but it doesn't look like one. Well, it does look vase-ish, she exclaimed. Vase-ish. Raymond looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls and began to see them in a whole new way. They do look ish, he said. Raymond felt light and energized. Thinking ishly allowed his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt, loose lines quickly springing out without any worry. Raymond once again drew and drew the world around him. Making an ish drawing felt wonderful. He filled his notebooks. Tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, afternoon-ish, fish-ish, sun-ish. Raymond realised he could draw his feelings too. Peace-ish, silly-ish, excited-ish. His ish art inspired ish writing. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poem-ish. This is his poem he's written called Ponder. Pond, ponder, dream yonder. Pond, pond, yond, yond, gleam, wonder. Quite like that poem. One spring morning, Raymond had a wonderful feeling. It was a feeling that even ish words and ish drawings could not capture. He decided not to capture it. Instead, he simply savoured it. And Raymond lived ishfully ever after. What a great story. That's made me feel a little bit better about the drawings that I still do today, and I'm never 100% happy with them. But if I think of them as ish drawings, hey, that doesn't feel so bad. I'm quite proud of what I'm doing because I'm trying. That's the important thing. So maybe if there's something you're practicing and it's still difficult and it's still not getting any better, maybe think a little bit ishly. You could also try asking somebody to help you. Your teachers give you feedback all the time. You might have done some reading and they'll say, oh, remember to stop when you see a full stop, or remember to say it a bit louder if you see an exclamation mark. They might remind you to remember your full stops in capital letters when you're writing, or maybe when you're holding a hockey stick, to hold it in a certain way so you can control the ball better. There are lots of different ways we can get better, But sometimes, rather than getting cross and grumpy with ourselves, we might need to ask somebody to help us. And then listen to what they have to say. And maybe just do it ishly. Well, I've got a great song, I think, is a good one for today. It's all about helping each other. And it's got that rock guitar in it. Now, some of you will know this song really well. Some of you won't know it at all. But you know what? You can sing along ishly. When it all goes wrong and you know it can, who can you turn to for a helping hand? Someone who knows, someone who cares, when there's a burden that you need to share. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. Turn to me, I'll comprehend. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. I'll be your friend. When you need advice and you know you do, who can you turn to when you're feeling blue? Someone who knows, someone who cares, when there's a burden that you need to share. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. Turn to me, I'll comprehend. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. I'll be your friend. Feeling good and the future's bright. Wanna tell the world that you feel alright. Tell someone who cares enough to share. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. Turn to me, I'll comprehend. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. I'll be your friend. One more time. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. Turn to me, I'll comprehend. Turn to me, I'll be there for you. I'll be your friend. Oh, I haven't sang that song for a long time. Thank you for joining me. Well, it's time to light our candle. So let's do that. And if you put your hands together, close your eyes, listen to the prayer, and then you make it your own, remember, by saying Amen at the end. Dear God, thank you for giving us such brilliant brains that help us to do everything and anything we want. Help me to grow mine so I can be the very best I can be. Help me today and every day. Amen. So this week's challenge. Can you listen to some help from somebody to tell you how to make things a little bit easier and see if it works? Or just do things ishly. Well done, and I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, Pre-Prep. Bye-bye.